So guys, we have Romain from the Secret Society, a very famous startup, lifestyle startup in Dubai. Tell us more about the amazing project.
The Secret Society,
Is it secret, first of all?
not anymore. That's what a lot of people are saying. So when we started, it was actually secret. Yeah, the goal is to help businesses, mostly F&B, hospitality businesses, to improve their communication by linking them with models and influencers. And the goal is to do it secretly. So when you are a client and you go into a club or beach club or restaurant, you will see a lot of like beautiful ladies, influential ladies, taking stories, building a vibe into the place. You don't know if these people are invited, if they are clients.
So you're the guy behind.
And I'm the guy
all
behind.
this.
Exactly, yeah.
How did you come up with this idea?
I was a client, first of all, so I've been working with clubs, beach clubs, PR, agencies, and I was frustrated with the process. Like when you were a client 6 years, 7 years ago, and you wanted to work with influencers, you need to work with a PR agency. If you wanted to work with models, you need to work with modeling agencies, and all of these solutions were extremely pricey. You need to pay the models to come, you need to pay the influencers to come, and now all the marketing is digital. People are spending money to be present digitally, and spending like hundreds of thousands of dirhams to create content for Instagram doesn't make any sense now. It was making sense where you were an hotel and you wanted to, do a video that you were sending all over the world, but now you want to create fast content, you want to have people talking about you every single day, and you don't want to spend hundreds of thousands of dirhams to do so.
So it's much more efficient for models to do their own content, and then the brand can use this content and they can use the experience. So it's a win-win situation for everyone.
Yeah, exactly. You join our app if you're a model or influencers, you meet cool people, you have tons of content to use on your own Instagram, and you do good marketings for our clients as well. So win-win situations. We connect the right people with the right venues.
Do you remember who was the first model on your platform?
I think it was my wife.
Oh, really?
We're just doing trust. Honestly, I couldn't say, but I think it was her, yeah. Her name is Sarah. And yeah, I think she was the first one registering. But when we first started, we knew that the app was coming, but we started small. We were like a group with 100 person on Instagram, on WhatsApp, sorry. It was a closed WhatsApp group. We started from there. We didn't even know if it would work. So we started from there, and we quickly started the development of the app, and the app went out. It was 6 years ago.
And who was your first client? Some restaurant, hotel, or nightclub?
The first one was Ramutsake. It doesn't exist anymore. It was a Japanese restaurant in the marina in Doubletree by Hilton. And yeah, it was a restaurant that I loved. And my first client, his name was Alex Eleno. I'm still working with him. So if you watch that, Alex, shout out to you. He was, I was working for Mikey in the late years. I think most of the people that will watch that don't even know Mikey because he closed like five years ago, I think. And it was a club in Dubai, and they were owning as well Ramutsake. So they gave me Ramutsake, and I was my first client. I loved it. It was nice.
Okay, so they just said, okay, we need 5 girls or 5 models or 10 models. Just come at this time for that long and make some pictures, videos, upload it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is, like, before you were having a lot of promoters. So promoters were someone that can bring clients to our place. So they were guys that were bringing tables of girls. That was a job. Like, people were promoters, and their job was just bring girls. The girls didn't need to pause, they didn't need to do anything, they just needed to be there, party, enjoy their time. And that was a full-time job. A lot of people were doing that, and I was doing that when I was younger, when I arrived in Dubai. I was a promoter. I was literally going on the beach. I was like, hey girls, I have like tables there tonight, would you like to come? I didn't know the girls, I was just like speaking to them. And you were bringing them, and the clubs was happy, they were paying you for that. And So basically, the secret society is a huge evolution from this job, because the girls were just here to look good, but now our girls are leaving reviews. They are taking stories. Obviously we have a partnership with Instagram. So we took this small work, which was not small. I was doing it, but to another level, I will say, like, and bringing a lot of added value from just the guys that bring girls.
Were you inspired by some other apps, something in the US or in some other country or something?
No, honestly, I don't think. I cannot say we were the first one doing that all over the world. In Dubai, definitely, but I still don't know a lot of apps that are doing that all over the world. We are coming to other locations in the world. I still, as of now.
So you're expanding outside of Dubai?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Where?
We're coming to a lot of different places. A lot of them are still like they are signed, but I cannot disclose the location. We'll be in the US in 2023.
US in 23. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going alone or with investors, partners?
Yeah, that's the part that I can really disclose on. But yeah, we'll be there. We'll be in the US. We'll be in 3 cities in the US by the end of 2023. Mm-hmm. And we'll be everywhere. We'll be in more countries in the GCCs. We'll be in Asia. We'll have few locations in Europe, and we'll be in US as well. The goal is to be present in more than 15 locations by 2025. But yeah, to go back to your questions, I still, as of now, if you ask me to give you like 2 or 3 apps all over the world that are doing that, I don't think I will be able to tell you.
How many models do you have registered here in Dubai?
We have 55,000 as of now.
55.
Yeah.
How many are like active or frequent or?
We have weekly. We have between 80 to 120 connections weekly, 100,000. So we have between 80 to 120,000 connection weekly on the app.
So 120,000
weekly
connections. Yeah, people. They go and they eat or drink or party, etc. Yeah. This is all for free. They do all this for free.
Mm-hmm. We have 120 events daily. So
maybe I should go somewhere. I mean, now you can hook me up, like we know each other.
I will do so. I will hook you up. I have things for guys as well. Like everyone says, like, oh, secret societies for girls only. But no, I have guys. Haircuts, hairdressers, and even events where you can go and eat.
Yeah, I mean, I need a new haircut.
You need a new trim.
There is a guy I paid $50. Now he wants 80. So through you, I'm gonna save 80 dirham.
80 dirhams is cheap, honestly. Like, I think I pay like 120, 130. It's expensive now in Dubai.
You don't use your app for haircut?
No, I don't use the perks of the app. Honestly, I never go for free anywhere.
Really?
No, because I don't like to be the guys that, I'm here to fulfill a task for my clients, but I'm not here to enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm a good client. I pay for everything that I do.
Okay. Very, very genuine, very unusual.
Yeah, I do.
You usually hear people in corporate jobs, they even take the receipts, they get it signed, they go to the account department.
I pay for it. If I like, honestly, like, often I discover clients through the app, you know what I mean? Because you cannot go to everywhere all the time, like, but I discover a place in the app, and after that I often bring friends, we go there, we pay for our bills, so I'm a good client. I'm not using the app.
So what's the percentage of girls and guys registered now?
It's a good question. I think it's 90-10, 90% girls, 10% guys. Maybe even less percentage of guys. Not a lot of guys, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna be one of the unique 9%. One of the 9%.
Yeah, I welcome you on the app.
Okay, that's amazing. In terms of clients, how do people respond now? I mean, in the beginning, they were like skeptic, because they were using, as you said, traditional promoters, or they were using, PR agencies, social media agencies, and then you kind of come and you combine all these things together.
Yeah, it was tough at the beginning, like any new startup. it's tough because you need to educate everyone. You need to educate your users. You need to educate your clients. Your clients have a relationship with PR agencies. They have a relationship with modeling agencies. They've been working together for a long time. For most of them, it was working as well. Like meaning, I don't say that PR agencies and modeling agencies do not work. I just say that there is more efficient ways to work at the cheaper price point, so you get a better deal out of all of this. So I needed to go to these clients and show them that it was a better way. But when you go and you have no one knows you, you have 1,000 person on the app. People are like, "Who are you? With who are you working?" You know. And I remember.
Different logos on the website. This work with this, with that.
You do. I never liked. I was always putting the people that I was working with. But you say like I'm working with Ramutsaki or whatever. But I remember that what really helped us is when we started working for Blue Marlin. Blue Marlin was big, and because it's closed now, so it was big before. And we started working with them. I think like it was 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And we put it on the app and people were like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of having such a huge company where it was really hard to access to. And I think Blue Marlin really helped us to put us on the map and gain the trust of other clients afterwards. So now it's easier, like, you know what I mean? Because when we work with Marriott, Accor, Marina Jumeirah, Ema, etc. So it's getting easier because people knows us. We have been there for a long time. I don't really even call clients anymore, honestly speaking. They often like call us and say like, hey, I'm opening these new things, and we build a certain network on the market. So someone that was working there now works somewhere else and kind of like take us with them. But yeah, at the beginning that was tough, you know what I mean? And even the girls, they were like, but wait, it's free, what do I need to do? Is it safe? Or, you know, am I going to be with a spender? What is this? You know what I mean? Like the goal of the Secret Society was to build like an extremely safe platform. We want and we still want to become the Uber of the promoters, you know what I mean? A place where you book, you know exactly what you will get. You go there, you know that you will have fun, you will get free things. It's extremely safe. It will not be placed at the table of a spender or whatsoever. Because when you were working with promoters in the past, these promoters, they were guys, sometimes they were dating the girls, you know what I mean? Like they were putting you on the table of a spender or whatever. Like, you know, you never know where you were going to end up. So it was kind of unsafe, you know what I mean? Like, and Dubai is still really safe, don't get me wrong, but Secret Society was like, you book it, you know exactly what you will get. No one will bother you, you know what I mean? Like you just do your thing.
So in terms of requirements, or let's say how many hours they need to be in a specific restaurant, do you have something like that? Or how many posts they need to do, how many videos they need to do? What's usually the requirement?
There is a lot of different requirements, but it depends on the client. Sometimes some clients want them to stay for a certain amount of time. Sometimes clients want a certain amount of stories. They want a certain minimum of followers. They want a certain engagement rate. All of these rules are basically set by the clients more than by us. We listen to what they want, you know what I mean, and we put words on what they want. And we respond to their demands. But if you're a club, most of the time you want to have people staying for a long time, enjoying dancing. If you're a nice high-end restaurant, you want like good reviews, nice stories.
Can they bring like a +1, the girls or the guys or something?
Some events, yes. Yeah, some events you can, some events you can't. Again, it depends on the clients. You know, when girls bring a +1, the +1 thing is always a big thing in Dubai because they're like, oh, I want to bring +1s. Sometimes you can bring +1 and still bring +1s.
Yeah.
So it's always like a tricky one. The main thing with the +1s is I think it's great to have +1s to an event because, you know, I would not like to go to an event and be alone. You know, it's sad. You can be a really outgoing person. It's boring, you know what I mean? Like you're alone, you're sitting there on your side. It can be a great mood, a great ambience, but you will not enjoy it. So when you are with a friend, you always, you know, enjoy your time a bit more. But yeah, not all the clients want a +1s, unfortunately.
See what we could do. Because you said now I'm going to be one of the special 9% of the men that are registered in this app. So I can bring a +1. I can go on a date. I can get.
That will be your +1s, right?
No, not you. No, because okay. No, see, I go on Instagram or Tinder or whatever. I have some girls. So, okay, let's go. And I don't want to think all the time where I need to go and etc. I just open the app. I will say, okay, I know the founder. He's my friend. I open the app. Say, okay, we go here tonight, dinner tonight. So I text the girl, I pick her up, we go, we eat, we drink, and then that's it. I send you a text. I said, good, bro, good stuff. We tag the client. The client is happy, the girl is happy, and every day there's a new experience, a new place. And that's
you can do it. Like you can do it as of now. You know what I mean? You have the app. Like you're on the app. You have a date with a girl, whatever it could be. I genuinely like when there is a date. It looks genuine. You know what I mean? Like. Personally, when there is a group of like 35 girls, I enter somewhere, I'm like, that's weird, it looks odd.
Yeah.
Unless it's a birthday of, I don't know, it looks weird. But having a lot of couples around, it looks nice, you know what I mean? So be on the app, bring a date. It looks genuine, and people will think that you paid for it. So.
Yeah.
And you will look good for the girls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the girls genuinely need to know that you are on the secret society.
Yeah, exactly. Cool guy, fresh haircut.
Yeah, you can do it.
What's the highest value that, let's say, a model could get? I don't know, like how much you have dinner shows, you have all these things. What's the average value of a meal or an experience? And
if you ask me what is the best expense that we ever had on the app, like we had a trip to the Maldives. We had a trip to the Seychelles. I think, like, obviously the vacations are the best, you know what I mean? Because you really, like, the expense is long. We have a lot of, like, staycations in Hilton Ras Al Khaimah. Every weekend we have Hilton Yas Island. We have a lot in Dubai as well, like, pretty much in 5, in multiple places, you know what I mean? So I will say, like, vacations are the best. After that, dinners, the best restaurants, like the Michelin starred restaurants, are the most expensive. It can go to like 1,500 to 2,000 grams per person.
Really? 2K for one person?
Yeah, because it's unlimited drinks. This is not even an offer that exists. So that means if you go to one of these places and you tell them, like, I want unlimited drinks, that doesn't exist, you know what I mean? So you will need to buy bottles until you don't want to drink anymore, you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that will be expensive. But all these dinner shows that we have on the app, most of the time they are 1,000 minimum spend per person, and the food is expensive, you know what I mean? And the drinks are expensive. So yeah, I will say it's 1,500.
Do you think Dubai has become more expensive the last, I don't know, 3 years or so?
Yes and no. When I arrived 9 years ago, I think the rent were more expensive. We are in GLT right now, and I was having a rent right there for 1-bedroom apartment that was sharing with a lot of people. I was not paying that on my own. I was broke, zero money. And the rent was like 12,000 dirhams. And I remember that I was saying that to people, and people were like, yeah, the price, it's good. And 12,000 dirhams in GLT now, like, people will never take it, you know what I mean? So I think the rent were more expensive because there was less things around,
Yeah, less supply.
Less supply.
And stuff.
So you were not having all these places, like you were not having, GVC was not existing. I remember that everyone was either living in the marina, and even fewer people were living in downtown because there was not so many things in downtown. There was not even the creek, in downtown. You were not having the water coming in downtown. Yeah. So everyone was living in GBR. GBR was the odd place to go. I remember that you were going to GBR, all the cars were there. You know what I mean? Like that was the place. And so yeah, to come back to your question, like everything, there was things that you were having less. So less restaurants, so higher price points. Less place to live, so higher price points. Now it's different. Now there is a lot of offers everywhere, you know what I mean? Like because there is a lot of restaurants, there is a lot of clubs. The price of the tables are still really expensive, and don't get me wrong, but they're less expensive than they used to be. So I think Dubai is cheaper, A lot of people will go crazy when they will hear that because it's pretty expensive. But yeah, I think it was more expensive before. But I like Dubai more now than what it used to be.
Yeah, now it's more mature, you would say. Like there's more people, more options, more choices. You know, like
yeah,
you can.
I think yeah, if you want to live different kind of life, you can. There is more places to discover, and I think overall people look at Dubai as you know, a place to go. Me personally, when I decided to go to Dubai, and I said that to my family and friends, they were like, "What are you going to do?" You know, they were like, "What is it?" You know, we heard of it, but it's a mess. You know, there was like all these cliches on Dubai, like of, oh, you need to be dressed up like that, or you need to be careful with this, or you cannot drink alcohol. You know, it was this time where all of these cliches were in place, and now, honestly speaking, like. You go to London and you say to someone like, "Oh, I'm leaving and I'm going to live in Dubai." They were like, "Great! I know, 55% that are living there." So, you know what I mean? The time, the cliches around Dubai, I think, have been lifted a little bit with the expo, with all of these things, and yeah, it brought a lot of eyes to the city, more businesses, more visions. You know, I think it was good for Dubai. I think somehow COVID was good for Dubai. COVID was bad. Overall, obviously, it was a terrible thing that happened to the world, but I think it kind of like gave a lot of visibility to Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai reacted in a good way to.
Yeah, not closing much, not much restriction, a lot of restriction, but not as much as the rest of the world. So a lot of people came to Dubai to just basically discover what it was and different ways of living, and they were like, "Wow, we love it. It's nice." You know what I mean? So let's start and live here. And so. I have the feeling that during a certain point during the COVID, it was either you were living in Tulum, either you were living in Bali, or either you were living in Dubai, and all the rest of the world was, shutting down and how to operate, etc., etc. So, yeah.
Yeah, I spent 2 years on the beach. I mean, so I had a good COVID.
You're having a better COVID than me, that's for sure. I was not on the beach, but what happened to me? So yeah. That was a good time.
That's great, bro. Amazing. Thanks a lot for.
Anytime, man. Thank you for having me.